Yo, what's going on, folks? It's me, Justin. It's time for the August 2023 Nichite Sweet Case Study Update. Here we go. This is a best month ever. Busted out the white hat for this. You know what I'm saying? Extra crispy, extra clean. What are we looking at? Sorry for the transitions. $8,206.64. Crazy leaps and bounds. I was not anticipating an 8 in that first slot there. I was anticipating a 7, just based on what was crappening. And wow. Comes out to $264.73 every single day during August, and I didn't work much, if at all. You know what I mean? I published on average, we can say 0.5 posts per day. I was on vacation for a big chunk of it. I was relaxing for most of it. It was just it was a hot month, and I felt like relaxing most of the time. And somehow, by the grace of SEO and recurring revenue affiliate programs, I made more than any other month prior. So fantastic. In total, there's 437 posts published, and most of those are done programmatically or were created programmatically. So there's probably maybe like 180 like actual like articles. I did reduce. I knocked out an entire vertical a few months ago just because they weren't doing anything, and somehow it had a positive effect. You know what I mean? You clear out the bullshit. You prune the nonsense. You let the good stuff thrive. Whatever. Here's kind of a breakdown of each affiliate program. The reason for this meteoric rise is because one, Big Red right here just went bonkers, absolutely bonkers during the month. That in total was like, let me scroll real quick. I can tell you exactly how much it was. 3,500 from one affiliate program that last month. Like that is just, we'll use that. You know, that one program made more than July of last year. The entire month did, and most months actually. That one program, which is insane to me. If it would have continued on the exact same that it made previous month, I still would have made more. But just because it went bonkers. It went absolutely crazy. I don't know if that'll maintain. I will say time will tell whether that maintains some level of consistency, or if it drops back down to what it was previously, or if it drops back down to what it was in like June of this year. Who knows? We'll see. It's fantastic. I did wake up to my documents, as far as like, hey, yeah, here's my LLC paperwork and all that kind of stuff, they expired. Like, as far as you need to like renew it every few years. That way it's, up to date, whatever. It had expired. So I woke up and I was like, I saw an email from the program. I was like, oh shit. Like, what happened? Like, I'm not going to get paid my 16th through the 31st for some reason. I was like, no, you just got to redo your paperwork and then we're good. I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, what terrible timing. And then another program, I think I tweeted about this. I had no idea, but I just, it makes like a couple bucks a month, like nothing insane. Let's see, let me find it real quick. I have the whole spreadsheet on the screen over here, so bear with me. There it is. So on average, I think it might make maybe $70 a month, right? So I don't really think about it, but I checked one tab and it's like, oh, I had never been actually paid out from it, and I got like $1,600 just sitting there. So I talked to support actually today, and they're like, oh yeah, it's because you're like, I had my full name in like the payout slot, like the whoever's receivable or whatever, and then I had my LLC tax EIN there. So like, oh yeah, we talked to finance and it said your name and your EIN don't match. And I'm like, oh geez. So that's gonna be really cool. Like, just, hey, here's this money that you should have had, over the last however many months to years, and a nice little $1,600 coming, in probably the 15th, when the next pay period or whatever. So very gnarly, very cool. There's really no other standouts as far as earnings go. It was pretty consistent across the board, slight fluctuations. I will say that my products cracked 300 in total from, that's this light blue section on top, and the Amazon ebooks are somewhere in the mix here. But yeah, it was about $290. Well, it was $291, up 100 from 197 from last month for the e-commerce site. So that's really great. Just again, trying to minimize if, if Big Red went away and they actually, I got an email this morning that said, hey, you're banned. I'd been like, damn. But, eventually once I get all these articles published, I will work towards increasing this little blue area as much as possible. So if any of the affiliate programs did end up going away or changing terms or outright saying, hey, you messed up somewhere, no worries, because that'll be the highest earner. So let's talk about conspiracies. So I actually tweeted out this picture a few months ago as a joke, kind of looking at earnings as it relates to traffic, and how there's almost like a 1 year delay in spikes from traffic to earnings. So so it's kind of silly. It was done as a joke, but hey, what if, you know what I mean? So here's February to what, November, I think. These aren't all lined up and everything. So about, 10, 11, 12 months between seeing this rise in traffic to the rise in earnings here. And then you got spikes. So this is what, August of 21 to August of 22. There's that spike. What is that? January. And then, well, what was this? May. So what would be over here? May. You can't see it, but it goes up a little bit right here. So I'm like, what if it is just like a 12-month runway between traffic going up and then earnings going up? So spike to spike, spike to spike. You would think that, this spike to this spike and this spike to this spike would be the kind of trend, but it's really August 22 up here, August or 23 to August 22. This spike in traffic in black is this spike in green later on. Whatever. I just thought it was funny. Is it true? Time will tell. We'll see in what is this? What is this spike here? January 23. We'll see in January 24th. This thing goes up to about $15,000 in a month. We'll see. I do want to also say, yes, sorry for the transitions, 291 from the site, but the traffic to the e-commerce site, white, has actually been going down, even though earnings are going up. That's because I think we're, the traffic that is coming in is more like dialed in and not just random willy-nilly motherfuckers coming in from whatever. It's like, no, these people are, I'm not ranking for unrelated terms just because there's nobody else talking about this stuff. It's very all that kind of riffraffy, traffic's going down, earnings going up. That's good. That means conversion rates are going up. That means traffic is actually targeted or not getting sent riffraff. So whatever. And here's just the last 16 months of traffic for the main site. I just want to throw that in the mix just so you can see what's happening. So of course, this is when I started translating a bunch of stuff. Boom, we got that rise. I do like that impressions were going down while clicks were somewhat whatever. But that just means you're not ranking for a bunch of riffraff. I know on like the e-commerce site, not the e-commerce site, the clone site. No. Okay, no. It's for this site. The translated posts, because nobody, not even the actual companies themselves, had their content translated. I was ranking for their branded search. It was like I would have a post, hypothetically, of like top 10 most iconic Nike sneakers, and I would translate that into Bulgarian, and then I would rank for somebody in Bulgaria, search for Nike. I would show up like 7th, even though they're looking just to go to the Nike.com. They're not trying to look at, my top 10 shoes, whatever. So I was ranking for that just inadvertently. So I get huge, inflated impressions and just boo-boo ass clicks. So I'm glad that those are starting to go away. Don't need them. It was not, get that shit out of my face. And you know what? Here's what I did. Here's what I was doing this month. Instead of working hard and making money, I was playing video games and making money. And here's some of my achievements in RuneScape. So if you care about niche sites, click off now. The niche site stuff is over. All right, it's done. So I got spooned. These are my spoonings for the month. 6KC unsired. All right. That's like, I think it's a 1 in 100 drop. 6. What do we get? The damn abyssal dagger, which is my new best in slot stab weapon, up from the dragon sword and or the leaf bladed sword, depending on what, how I was feeling that day. So I got incredibly spooned with the 6KC unsired. Throw that in the mix. The abyssal dagger, I think, based on the rates of the two, it's like one in like 500, 400 and something to get this. So I'm pretty pumped. That was a pretty big upgrade. I had to go and do a whole bunch of nonsense. This is an Ironman, by the way. As you can see in the bottom left corner there. Had to go get some weapon poison P++, or weapon poison plus to get that bitch poisoned. Had to go like plant some belladonnas or whatever they were. Never done that before. But yeah, so now we got that as the new best in slot stab weapon. Actually finally went to Dagannoth Kings. I had a task and I was like, you know what? Let me actually go here and let's I couldn't tri-breed because I can't kill them fast enough. But what I was doing is just bouncing between Rex and Prime, maybe Supreme, whoever the magic one is, not the Ranger one. I'd kill, I'd save spot Rex. I'd run over to the other. I got some squares marked off over there. Go and kill the Major with the old crystal bow because I'm not doing corrupted gauntlet. That's not my jam. And you can see I was prepared to melee the Ranger, but I was like, okay, it's just I don't have the skills or the gear to do that. I think I'm in like you can't really see. I think I'm in like Zammy top and bottom as far as dragon hide. So whatever. I think it's Zammy from top to bottom, and boots with the Sarah imbued fucking cape. Anyway, I got the Dragon Axe, which is pretty cool, 17 KC. I'm actually like I'm redoing my whole Slayer block list and everything so I can get more boss tasks because I'm at the point now. I mean, this was beginning of the month, but like 97 HP. I have like who knows? I think 85 defense now. It's like my limiting whatever is gear. I need gear upgrades. And how do you get gear upgrades? Going to bosses. So I'm redoing my Slayer block list and everything so I get more boss tasks or tasks that can be done at bosses, like this Dagannoth task. Yeah, and I kind of want to get another Dagannoth task so I come back here, get like Berserker ring. Yeah, that's it. Well, just the Berserker ring. Maybe like the Seer's ring, maybe the whatever the Ranger one is. So yeah, that's that. What else? Oh, yep. Finally started doing Cerberus. Again, I had a Hellhound task. I was like, you know what? Let me go and get after Cerberus. It's really I'm kind of cheese dicking it. Anyway, I got the 25 KC primordial crystals, which upgrades my dragon boots. Really happy about that. I'm so glad that was the first one I got because I don't have Ranger boots. I don't have the magic ones from the Mage Training Arena, and I'm not going to. I don't want to do that. It sucks so bad. It's so boring. But I kind of cheese dick Cerberus by literally just going there. I don't do any kind of skipping of the ghost phase. I just go in, spec twice with the arc light, boom, just keep attacking. I can pretty consistently like somehow like hit like 44s, 45s, and like really I hit pretty well. Even with the glory and just very basic mid-level gear, I guess. Go in, attack, the ghosts come out. I will, depending on how much prayer I have, I'll pray against the first one always. Most of the time the second one, I won't ever do the third one. I'll just tank that. I'll take that 30 hit. Step under them, eat back up, pray back up, throw on my prayers. I think I have magic and piety as my quick prayers. Boom, go back after it. Yeah, I don't try to skip any phases. I don't do the red X, anything like that. I just get after it. Usually, depending on how fast I can kill it, I might, if it's only one ghost phase, I'll only have to eat or drink one prayer pot, which is always nice. And if it's more, I might have to drink like 2 or 3 doses to finish off the kill. And then I just teleport to my house. So you can see my kind of setup. I throw on my graceful, run back, and do it again. I don't have to, I'm not going to re-pot up to full prayer in between kills. It's really not that bad running back. Kind of what my MO was with most of these is like, if I get a boss task, thus far, I'll go and attack. I since I got I'm just kind of learning most of these right now. I'll go in, I will kill them, I get a drop. Okay, I'm just gonna finish off the task at normals and try to get a new one. Like I'm not gonna continue to do this for like 8 in-game hours of running back and doing it and running back and doing it. I'll do like 20 to 30 kills and then finish off at the regular monster. What else? I got the Fangs of Venenatus at 4KC. All these just major spoons. Unfortunately, I don't have damn a crossbow. I have like 1200 revenants, no weapons, no amulet of avarice. I got a couple of those trophies, whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know, the blue ones. I got Alchem. I don't even find the guy to Alchem I got the 2.4 mil Alc one. I got a couple lower ones. But yeah, so I'm kind of like, maybe I should hold off on this boss thing for a while and do Wilderness Slayer to get Revenant tasks to kill them, Scald to get an increased drop rate for, eventually, hopefully, a crossbow. Because then I can with crossbow, you can just melt any freaking wilderness boss. I think the only thing better would be to get the mace, the chain mace or whatever it's called. But I don't have the RDO upgrade, whatever it is. So, yeah, got the Fangs at 4KC. Killing this thing with a D mace. That's my best crush weapon. That's kind of, again, why I want to do bosses more, so I can get like a bludgeon. Then I can melt Spindle, Venenatus, whatever. I think that's it. Yeah, that's what we got. So that's what I did instead of working all month. I made more money this month than I ever have before. I think this is the first time in my life that I've made like 10K in 1 month without like selling anything crazy or doing anything like that. And yeah. And I just played RuneScape the whole time.